After making Oscarbait movies for so long, Steven Spielberg returns to the blockbuster genre, a genre that he essentially created. But the one question I have after watching this movie is, would have this movie done better or worse without him?
But I found something much bigger than just myself. Are you willing to fight?
Help us save the Oasis.
Hello there everybody, it's me the Canadian Movie Buff with a review of Ready Player One. Ready Player One takes place in this sort of dystopian near future where everybody spends all their time in this virtual universe called the Oasis. When James Halliday, the creator, dies, it's announced that whoever can find an artifact known as the Easter egg will inherit his multi-billion-dollar fortune. Wade Watts, an avid fan of 80s pop culture almost as much as Halliday, teams up with his friends to find the Easter egg before a rival mega corporation does. 80s nostalgia is all the rage, and Spielberg has contributed a lot to that nostalgia. It makes sense that he would take on a movie such as this because it's pretty much his playground. He knows all the ins and outs and all the rules and how he can sort of bend it to his will. He knows how to make it work. I haven't read the book, but I've heard mixed reviews of it. I've also heard that the movie fixes a lot of the issues that the book had. The movie is visually appealing, has a nice underlying theme and some genuinely cool moments, but the hero is a blank sheet of paper and the story is as generic as it can get. Ever since he tried to convince us that there was a shark in the ocean using just POV shots, Spielberg has had a way with visuals. Both in effects and the way everything is presented. Everything has vibrant color and it feels as if everything is a living, breathing part of that world. When you're in the Oasis, the graphic design is very reminiscent of today's video games. It's like you play Uncharted or Injustice at home, you go see the movie and you realize that the same exact graphics are up on the big screen. That is crazy in the best way possible. And I can say without a doubt, this movie has some of the best big screen moments that I've seen this year. Even if you hate everything else about the movie, the race sequence near the beginning, the Shining themed level, and the final battle at the fortress are guaranteed to put a smile on your face. And being a Spielberg movie, it had a lot of heart to it. It took today's stereotype of everybody always looking at their phones, always being disconnected from each other. It takes that reality of today and applies it to virtual reality. Everybody wants to spend their time in the Oasis because their reality sucks. They don't want to live in their real world. They want to live in a place that's always entertaining and always fun and always colorful and bright. This idea is greatly portrayed through Mark Rylance's performance as James Halliday. He's looking back on his life and he realized that he has regrets that are connected to the Oasis, and he hopes that whoever finds the Easter egg doesn't make the same mistakes as he did. It's something that they could have very easily screwed up, but they didn't. And that for me is what really made the movie. Wade Watts is probably the blandest hero I've seen in a long time. Everything that happens around him is awesome, but Wade himself is boring. You can see moments where they try to insert a character trait or an interesting quality, but those moments stick out like sore thumbs. It feels like his sole purpose to be there is to just be an observer for the world and to spout out pop culture references. I just don't get it. All the other characters in the story are memorable, so why do they slack off when it came to writing dialogue for Wade? The story itself isn't anything to write home about either. It's a by-the-numbers hero is on a quest for something and has to get to it before a large corporation or a government official does. It's pretty much a copy-paste of the story from Stranger Things, E.T., Iron Giant, and the upcoming Bumblebee movie. There are worse ways for Steven Spielberg to return to the blockbuster fold, but for what it's worth, Ready Player One is a fun, if flawed, comeback. The movie does such a good job bringing you into this world that sometimes you forget about the problems surrounding it. It's not perfect, but you can tell a lot of love and energy went into making this movie. And he must have enjoyed working with Warner Brothers, seeing as he's now doing a movie on Blackhawk, a group of ace fighter pilots from the DC universe. Ready Player One may not be as fondly remembered as Indiana Jones or Jurassic Park, but if returning to blockbusters is the next phase in Steven Spielberg's career, this is a solid start. I will say Ready Player One is a very enjoyable film, worth seeing at least once in theaters. Alright, that's my review of Ready Player One. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Leave your answer by commenting down below, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you're new. And as always, this is the Canadian Movie Buff saying I hope you had a fantastic weekend at the movies. See ya! Oh boy, the arcade. Time to play some good old Rampage with my friends. I think that last match got a little bit heated.